Hello friends, how are you all? Students, today we are going to start with the first chapter of history, that is French Revolution. Children, today we often take the ideas of liberty, freedom, equality for granted. But we need to remind ourselves that these ideas also have a history. French Revolution led to the end of monarchy in France. The Declaration of Rights of Men during the Revolution announced the coming of the new time. The ideas that all individuals had right and could claim equality became part of the new language of politics. So today we are going to start the first chapter, that is French Revolution. French society during the late 19th century. So we are going to talk about the French Revolution. The story starts here from 14th of July 1789. Now to learn this date, 14th, then July means again 07, the 14th half, that is 07, and then 1789. So that is 14th of July 1789. It is very easy to remember the date. So we are talking about the area, that is Paris. So in this area, in this Paris, actually a rumor was being spread out. And the rumor was that the king has ordered his men to fire upon all the citizens. And then we'll talk about why this rumor was being spread. But through this rumor, what had happened, more than 7,000 men and women, they gathered in front of the town hall and decided to form a people's militia. Now, the people, they started taking the arms and ammunitions and they started bombarding on that area. They also stormed the fortress prison was there, that was Bastille. That was also known as the despotic power of the king. They killed the commander over there and released all the prisoners from that area. Here you can see a town hall area is there and the people, they are bombarding on that town hall. So now the question comes, why this condition has come? Why people started opposing the king? The king is Louis XVI. Now why this had happened? Why people are opposing? So here what happens, I will take you to the flashback. Now till now we were talking about 14th of July 1789. Now here I will talk about 1774, few years earlier of that. When this Louis XVI, when he was of 20 years old, when he became the king, he got married to a Austrian princess, that was Marie Antoinette. But when he became the king, he saw that the treasury was totally empty. So he decided that he could help some 13 American colonies so that he could get some independence from the Britain. That was the common enemy in that 13 American areas. So this Britain, they had a fought with Britain, and then he thought that he will get a good help from that. But it was being seen that more than what he could gain, that he lost. So it added more billion livres. Livres, actually it is a currency of France, but he got lost from all that. And here there is a system of old regime also. Now what is old regime? Old regime mainly is used to describe the society and institution of France before 1789. Now what is this old regime? That is society and institution. Now what institution they were having, what society they were having. So here you can see three different states are being given. One is clergy, nobility, and third state people. The first state, second state, and third state. Now who were clergy? Clergy were the people who used to be at a church. Second, nobility. Nobility means the people who used to be with the king, the rich people. And the third state people, they were the people who were businessmen, merchants, officials, lawyers, peasant artists, landless laborers. These were the people at third state. And the problem was that these third state people only used to give the taxes. First state and second state people, they were just enjoying the life. So that was also been seen in this area. Now, livres, unit of currency in France, discontinued in 1794. Clergy, the group of persons invested with special functions in the church. Tethys, now these were the taxes. Taxes, the tethys were there, tally were there, one more type of tax was there. Now what was tethys? Tethys was the tax revealed by the church, comprising 1/10 of the agriculture produce. Then tally means taxes to be paid directly to the state. One more type of tax was there in which common tax was being paid. Whatever things you purchase from the market, you need to give some taxes. So such type of taxes were being imposed on only third state people, and first and second state people, they just enjoy their life. Here you can see this noble person sitting is not bothered to look at the third state person who is bringing goods and articles for him, but he is not ready to look also, and he used to feel that this is his right, and this third state people will give whatever things he brings. So such type of conditions were there, such type of behavior was there of the first state and second state person. Not only this, as the time passed, population also started increasing. Like in 1715, the population was about 23 million, and till 1789 it reached to 28 million. So the population was increasing, and with this increase of population, the demand was also increasing of food grains. So the food grain price was also increasing. So it was being seen that there was a problem called subsistence crisis. Subsistence crisis means the situation where basic needs were also not being fulfilled. So it was being seen that a big gap was seen between the poor and the rich. The poor were getting poor and more poor, and the rich were getting more richer. Now, the outbreak of the revolution. Louis XVI, he wanted that the taxes should be increased, but the condition was the king could not directly impose taxes, or he cannot increase the taxes. For that, a meeting was being called in which all the state general of first state, second state and third state, they will sit together, the voting will be done, and then the taxes can be increased. So he called all the state generals and asked them to increase the taxes. But this was being decided from the king's side. Now what was the condition? First I will let you know. The state general, what was happening here, the situation of increase the taxes, what was there? First state people had one vote, second state people had one vote, and third state people had one vote. And when these people will gather, when the important people from all these groups gather, now 300% from first state, 300 people from second state, and 600 people from third state, they will gather at one place, and then they will decide about the different taxes. So on 5th of May 1789, these people were being called together, but when they were called, these 600 people were happy. They thought that the taxes will be decreased because subsistence crisis problems were being seen. These problems were not being seen by clergy or nobility, isn't it? So these people were very happy. They wrote more than 40,000 letters also so that their taxes can be revealed. But when the meeting was being called, it was being seen that they wanted the taxes should be increased. And when they heard about all this, that the taxes will be increased, first state people, as they had only one vote, second state people, they had one vote, and third state people, they had one vote. So first state and second state, they said yes for increasing of taxes, but the third state people, they denied, and they walked out of their town hall. So we'll just revise it fast. On 5th of May 1789, the proposal was there for the new taxes. 300 representatives from all the first, second and third state, they gathered. 600 from the third state, they also gathered. More than 40,000 letters were also been written, but it was being seen that they were been asked to increase the taxes. So these people walked out of the hall of Versailles from there. But not only this, there were some philosophers also. The thirsted people also had some philosophers. Now just coming out of the hall, it means that you are denying the king, or you are not obeying the king. So when they came out, it was very essential for them to take a good step. So for few months they were just moving out, they were just finding the way to come out of that. There were some philosophers also like John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, Montesquieu, Mirabeau, Avicenna. These were some philosophers also. They wrote good books also. Then on 20th of June, they assembled in the hall of Indoor Tennis Court in the ground of Versailles, and they declared themselves as National Assembly. They framed their own assembly and they said that we will work according to this, and they named it as National Assembly. Here you can see some people gathering at the tennis court. They took the oath over there and they decided that now National Assembly should be framed. But here what was happening? The king was very angry that where these people have gone, because they did not reach home. Because how they will go home? They were in a fear that when they will reach home, the people will ask that what taxes were being revealed. But they were having no answer because the king was increasing the taxes. At the same time, when they were framing the National Assembly, here the conditions was getting more worst. The severe winter had meant a bad harvest. The price of the bread rose. Often breakers exploited the situation. After spending hours in the long bakeries, queues in the bakeries, crowd of angry women stormed into the shop, and it was being seen that the conditions was worst. So the king ordered that where this National Assembly has been framed, so kill those people. And this spread as a rumor, and it was being seen that 14 July 1789 that condition happened. Here you can see the great fear. The areas where mainly the people started raising voice against the king. Now the National Assembly, they drafted the constitution in 1791. Now when they framed the constitution, their aim was that the power should not be concentrated in only one person's hand. It should be divided, like legislative, executive, judiciary, the same which we are following now also in our country. So they had a talk with the king. The king also somewhere felt that they should listen to these National Assembly people. So they both sat together and they framed constitutional monarchy. Constitutional monarchy means means this National Assembly what they framed, that also, and the monarchy, the king what he wanted, that also. So the both sat together and they decided to frame one system. Now see, you can see one system is in framed here, and according to this system you can find legislative, executive and judiciary. These three systems are there, where the whole country people were been divided into two parts, that was active citizen and passive citizen. Now what was this active citizen and what was passive citizen? Active citizen means the only men about 24 years of age who paid taxes equal to at least 3 days of labor wage. They were known as active citizen. And passive citizen, they did not have the right to vote. Only women, children and youth below 25 years, they were there. Women were not allowed to vote. So the active citizen had the right to vote. Now after voting, some electorals will be made, and from that National Assembly will be framed, which will have the control on the king and control on the ministers also. And from active citizen only, after vote, judges will be framed, which will work for the judiciary. And the king will also have some veto power. Veto power means if the king wants the thing should be done, that should be done. And if the king feels that if the things are being done which doesn't bother him, then he never used to interfere, but he had the veto power also. So this was the condition which was known as constitutional monarchy. Not only this, there were many, the Declaration of Rights of Men and Citizens were also been given at that time. Some symbols, political symbols were given, like the broken chain, the bundle of rods and faces, the eye within the triangle, radiating light, spectre, snake biting its tail to form a ring. So such type of symbols were also been given, which showed that there is a declaration of right of man and woman given. A short timeline is given. We'll just go through this. 1774, Louis XVI. He was when 20 years old. He became the king of the France. 5th of May 1789. Assembly in the halls of Versailles. 20th of June 1789. Assembled in an Indo tennis court. And then 14th of July 1789. Attack on Bastille was been seen. So that's all for today. Thank you.